This is where you wanted your uncle buried at, Curtis. This is where you wanted him buried at. CROSSE, Wisconsin, the world's largest six-pack. Okay, Curtis, let's go ahead and get them buried here, okay? This is the eulogy of my finger puppet Gus, his uncle, Curtis McElhenny. He's a little Scottish guy. He liked his liquor, and he wanted to be buried at the mouth of the world's largest six-pack. Look at the statistics on that. This is a city brewery in La Crosse. 22,200 barrels of beer, enough to fill 7,340,796 cans. Placed end to end, these cans would run 565 miles, would provide one person a six-pack a day for 3,351 years. Your uncle didn't make it that long, Curtis. No, Curtis didn't make it, Gus. We're gonna have to bury him right here at the world's largest six-pack. Let's go ahead and take one last look at Curtis before we bury him. Hold on. Oh, Curtis, I loved you. You were my best finger puppet of them all. My son Gus loved you. We're gonna miss you. But you loved your beer. You loved your green beer. You loved your red beer. You loved your brown beer. You loved your yellow beer. You loved them all. And then your best friend invited you to the pub, and you ordered a pink beer, and he called you a pussy, and it was on. The wee little Irishman and Scottishman started getting into a beer bottle, and they hit their wee little heads. They used green beer bottles, they used red beer bottles, they used brown beer bottles, yellow beer bottles. They broke all the bottles in the pub except one pink beer bottle was left. Curtis, what happened? Curtis. The thing about it, Curtis, is the family's real happy because the doctor said the funeral expenses will be reduced because you're going to get buried at the mouth of the La Crosse's largest six-pack. You didn't need to be embalmed because the doctor said you was pickled. We're gonna have a wake for you, Curtis. We're gonna have a wake. Even Gus, your nephew's gonna be there. There's gonna only be plastic containers allowed. And Curtis, look at those little pink bows. Donations will be to the breast awareness group. And you can see Curtis's burial in La Crosse at the web domain Birdman and the Ambassadors of Peace.com. Birdman and the Ambassadors of Peace.com. Hold on, we have to cry. Oh, animals, puppets, puppets, look at, Gus wanted me to read this at your funeral. I just gave him this sign. A man's guide to love and lasting relationships. Find a woman who makes you laugh. Find a woman who has a job and loves housework. Find a woman who is honest. Find a woman who will wait on you hand and foot. Find a woman who is awesome in the bedroom. Most of all, it is very important that these 5 women never meet, Curtis. I know you like taking a sample off the suds, but they had to be beautiful looking, you said, Curtis. You had good taste. Okay, little puppet animals and miniatures, tell them goodbye. My favorite puppet. Oh. Meh. Let's go ahead and get him hooked up to the Amish buggy, okay? Y'all come back now, you hear?